Yeah, Mr. Naren. Yes, sir. Actually, I'm from a BTech mechanical background. I have a 3 years experience in the automotive field, design background. So
Oh,
I'm planning to switch my career into SAP. So I just had I did some background work. So one of my friends suggested that this EWM is some market is good, so you can start the career with this. So I'm trying to take the training on this EWM. So the thing is, I'm completely new to this SAP. I don't have any knowledge on this.
oh,
Yeah, is I don't know what if this is suitable or not. I'm just trying to get into this.
no, it will be suitable for you, but it's not a problem. But at least you should know what is exactly what the SAP does and what are the functionalities of SAP and where we are using this SAP. So all these things probably it's not a mandatory to have those things, but it will be value added to you when you go to the subject. Okay, so I don't know. This is the first time, right? So SAP, you have never seen the screens also, I guess. Not work rate.
Yes.
Okay, that's not a problem. So probably SAP, SAP is nothing but, where you integrate all your, the function, where all the functions at one system. Suppose if you go in other systems, what will happen is, suppose if you go for a Tally, na, Tally and some other accounting software. So there,
I have.
yeah. So there, what will happen is there only one type of environment will be there. Suppose if you go for only accounting, you will go only for account purpose. It will not have any integration module over there. Suppose in SAP, what will happen is, suppose if you want to procure a material or if you want to manufacture a material, okay, or procure a material, example I can say. So from the end to end, suppose you are procuring a material, that means you are paying to the vendor, correct? So those are all payment to be done to the vendor. So here, the procurement is nothing but a purchasing side of things which you are doing it, and the payment is nothing but the payment you are doing from the finance point of view. Okay, these two are interrelated with each other. So here SAP is a tightly integrated with all other modules. Okay. So all other modules in the sense there are different type of modules there in SAP. One is the metals management, sales and distribution, warehouse management, and financial and accounting controlling, finance and account controlling, PPQM, PPI, process interface. So a lot of modules are there. EWM is one of the modules. Okay.
Okay.
So in other ERPs, if you go in other systems, I can say. So there is this is an ERP type of enterprise resource planning. Okay. So what you do is you will have all the integration points in one system only. So you need not to go and create the suppose if Tally is there. So what you do. You just create the entries because it is some other system. You create the material purchase orders and all the things. You go and create these entries here, but not like this. So it's been integrated with all other systems this SAP does. So it's a integration module that we are getting here. Right. So what are those integrations in SAP gives you a wide range of modules. Okay, a lot of modules are there. So out of that main, probably the primary skills will be metals management, production planning and production planning. Okay, FICO, sales and distribution. So if you have a knowledge not a knowledge, but just want to know what is what, that is good enough to move. And also WM is from our warehouse perspective, warehouse management, and extended warehouse management is nothing but somewhat added features with your WM features. So whatever the WM warehouse management system is there. So these two both systems are basically used for your storing of the products only. So how you are storing the product? Storing of the product in a sense, see, you are buying a product on the market, you are receiving the materials from the market. Okay. So, but later on, where do you keep that? That is important, correct? Suppose
Yes.
if you go to some market, you will buy some product, and you will bring to your home. So then where do you keep those products? So a dedicated place will be allocated to each and every product, correct? So in that way itself, the warehouse management is also an activity where how you are storing your product. That is important. Where you are keeping the product, at what level you are keeping the product. So all these things will be considerably taken into account before placing the product. Okay. So here, like lot of products you will procure it, right? So each product requires a dedicated place. So each product, suppose if you take a warehouse management functionality, is what is the warehouse management functionality? How, in what level or what extent and what volume you are getting, you are storing the products in your warehouses. Warehouses consist of different types of shelves, okay, different types of bins. Okay, so if you go somewhere in the med place like that, so if you order a medicine, what they will do, they will check in the system where it is there, correct? The way the location where it is there. So directly they will go it and they will bring the part, they will bring the medicine, right? In that way
Yes.
itself, so there will be a big storage is there. The big storage types are there, storage sections are there, storage bins are there. So all those things will be, in your MedPlus warehouses. In that way, in the similar way, we have a real warehouses also where the parts will be stored. Where the parts will be stored, where the address of the product will be known. See, I am receiving one part, I am storing into the bin. So how I going to search that bin? So address I know. In the system, I know where the product is stored. So directly I will go to that place and take up the part.
Okay.
So these are all the functionalities of a little functionalities, not completely. So these are a few functionalities of your extended warehouse management. So once you join it, enroll it, we'll go for the in depth of all those functionalities. So probably, so this is the conventional system. Okay, so what type of environment you want to learn? You want to learn S4 HANA based EWM or a decentralized EWM? Any idea?
I heard some words, this SAP EWM, ECC and say S4HANA is the latest one,
Correct, correct,
which is, I think, the better to learn the latest one so
correct,
I can get the easily get into it.
correct, correct. That is what I am asking. So nowadays, S4 HANA is the prime module now. People are going for that session only.
So before going to this, I just want to have some more information. Is this is I don't as since I'm new to this SAP. So what things I should know before going into this?
This one before going
Is this
to
right
the
time? Is this right time to start a career with the SAP? So
So is it right time only? This is the right time because now EWM has a very good market. I don't know who has suggested you, but it is a good suggestion. Okay. It's a very good suggestion. Now you can go for a job. You can search for the job in EWM. But before going to the EWM, you want to know the how the how the SAP behaves. That is what I am meaning. And a few classes in materials management will be added advantage for you, because directly if you go for EWM there might be some understanding gap will come. So before going to EWM, so probably you want to know something little bit of materials management and sales and distribution side also, so that EWM processes, what are those processes are inbound processes and outbound processes. Okay. So inbound processes is nothing but how you are receiving the product from the vendor, and outbound process is nothing but how you are sending the product to your customer. So these two processes, before going to your EWM system, at least you should know what is a purchase order, what are the different types of purchase orders, and what is the sales orders, what is the different types of sales orders, so what is the material, how we are going to create a material in SAP system. A little bit of background will be, will be a added advantage for you.
okay.
As such, if you are an end user also, that is good. But as such, you said that you don't have any experience in SAP. So this will be your prerequisite for going into your this system. So I'm not saying that it's a very difficult, but you need to work. You need to work from your end.
Okay, okay.
So probably I can guide you. That's not a problem. I can explain you all the processes. Okay, it won't be any problem.
Uh, the structure, course structure details and duration, all this will be
Yeah,
provided by you or else you?
yeah. The course duration will be 45 hours. Okay,
Okay.
and probably weekend or weekdays classes. At what timings you are suitable?
Actually, I'm jobs the morning from my office timings is morning 8:20 to 5:30.
8 o'clock to 5:30.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So have you resigned it or you are still working on that?
Still, I'm working. I didn't resign.
Okay. Okay. So probably morning 7 o'clock a batch is there. Okay. And
7 to?
Saturday 7 to 8 or 8:15 like that.
That's not a problem.
Hmm. Okay. So
When the
probably that
batch is
is the
going to?
no. We'll inform you probably in the next week. I think the batch is going to start. And also weekends are there. Same timings 8:30, 8:30 like that. You can get touch with Ajay on that timings confirmation. So you are 6 days working or 5 days working?
5 days.
Only till Friday, eh?
Yes.
Okay, so till Friday, Saturday, Sundays you are free then.
Yes.
Okay, so probably the duration will be every either if you go for a weekend 4 hours per week, or if you go for a weekdays also it is 4 to 5 hours week, and uh, and the course content will be given to you, course material will be given to you, system access will be given to you, and the recordings also live sessions will be given to you. So and study materials, everything I can share you. I can provide you those details.
Yeah, that's okay. And before that, can I have some more information about this? I heard some words. What is centralized, decentralized, and what embedded? Something S4 and IECC. I'm some bit of confusion. If I get this knowledge, I can take a decision to start this.
So that's
So
not a, it's a decentralized is nothing but, this is a decentralized structure. Whatever I want to show you that, but this, whatever you are saying it right on the right on the screen.
okay,
So this is SAP ERP. ERP are connected to your SCM server. So this is a decentralized structure. That means you have separate boxes. One is ERP box, the other one is your SCM box. So these two systems are connected with each other. So this is a decentralized. Decentralized in the sense you will have a ERP box and ECC EWM box separately. Okay. So if you go for an embedded, what will happen is EWM directly sits in the S4. That is what called
okay.
embedded EWM. So here if you see here S4 on premise, so EWM sits in S4, this box. So that is what called the
Embedded EWM we can
embed.
also call centralized EWM.
Centralized we cannot call it. We can call it as a S4 box, S4 EWM. Okay,
Okay.
it's centralized in the sense, previously in ECC itself, EWM is already there. So that makes you a confusion there. Okay, so decentralized is that structure, and embedded EWM is nothing but EWM sits on S4. That is what called the S4 HANA embedded EWM system. So no more ECC will be there in future. Okay, only S4 will be there.
Okay.
Okay, don't confuse here. Let us be simple here as of now. Okay, if this you see here, ERP and EWM are there in EWM and S4. These two boxes are tightly integrated and make it in only one box. So decentralized system is they will have two boxes, but in S4 it will be only one box. You don't no need to log in into two systems and check the deliveries. So we need to work it only in one system. That is the advantage of your HANA system. HANA.
So in
And
S4,
yeah, go ahead.
here it EM means here thing is EWM and
So here what will happen is ERP and EWM system goes at in S4 and S4. That's it. So if you see here, in these two are separate boxes, correct? ERP and EWM. So here what will happen is in the landscape wise, if you talk about the landscape wise, okay, so it will be only one box, as simple as that. See, in a system, if you log in it here, see, we have two set systems here, ECC system and EWM system, correct? So
yes,
we need to log in into this system as well as this system. But whereas in S4 HANA, we don't need to do this. Only one system is there. This is a
integrate.
decentralized integrated. This is a decentralized one. That is an integrated one.
Okay. The present market it is using this decentralized one.
No, 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 no. That's S4. Now people are moving to S4 system, embedded EWM.
Okay, please continue whatever you want to say. I'll take it distant. Please continue.
Okay, this is a decentralized architecture. Okay. This is a decentralized architecture is, you have a two systems separately maintained. So ERP system and EWM box is a separate box. And in coming to the HANA based system, we have only one box is called as S4 in embedded EWM system. So the difference, basically the difference between an embedded system and normal decentralized system is, as I said that we have a two boxes here, ECC box and EWM box. Okay, ECC box, see here when I talk about the EWM, I need to talk about the data perspective. One is the master data, the other one is the transaction data. There will two types of data, master data and transaction. So here in decentralized system, what will happen is, so every time you are going to create the master data. So master data in the sense customer master, vendor master, material master, all those things will be created in your ECC system, and then those master data will be moved, has to move into your EWM system. Okay. So for your processing of your delivery. So what will happen? So once the EWM is in ECC, you are going to create all the setup and then move into EWM system. So that is one of the master data. We are using a core interface to do that. And as well as the transactional data. If you talk about transactional data, it's an inbound deliveries, outbound deliveries. So those needs to be moved into your EWM system through QRS system. Okay. So this is the basic idea of your decentralized system. If you work with a decentralized, what will happen? There will be two boxes, and you are always going to create the master data in ECC and pushing that master data into your EWM system. The same way the transactional data will be created and moved into your EWM system. Okay. So master data will be moving into EWM system via shipping, and transactional data will be moved via QRS system. Okay. So this is the basic some idea of your decentralized. And coming to your S4, hi Vasudev. Yeah, wait. Hi Vasu. Are you able to hear me? Hello Vasu. Getting some issue. Can you unmute yourself, Vasu?
Yeah.
can you brief about yourself? So what is your current module on which are you working? Okay, I think you're facing some issue. Okay, so this is what the decentralized work. Decentralized work from the ERP system and SCM box. These two systems are connected with each other. Oh, no, these two systems are connected with each other, and always these two systems should be talk with each other. Internally, what will happen is the RFC connections will be there to these two systems to talk with each other. When coming to the S4, it sits in the only one box. What is that biggest advantage is the core interface. Shipping is not required in your embedded EWM system. No master data transfer needed. The same metal master tables used by both the applications here. That is the biggest advantage of your system wise. So this is what the decentralized does, and this is what the EWM does. Embedded EWM does. So shipping is completely avoided in your EWM system, embedded EWM. And also one of the important is, in decentralized system, we'll always create the customer and vendor in ERP system, and then those will be moved into your EWM box, and there you are going to create a business partner there. Okay, the customer and vendor will be created as a business partner over there. Okay. So now, in coming to the S4, what will happen? Completely XK0, completely vendor creation, customer creation is not there in your S4. Only the business partners are there. Only the business partners. There is no concept of vendor creation. Only the business partners are there. So coming to the process side, there is not much change in the process side here. Okay, so as for, if we work with a decentralized EWM, what will happen is in the ERP system, you are going to create the purchase order, okay, and you are going to create the inbound delivery in this system, and then that delivery will be distributed to your EWM system, okay, and the first document that you create is a notification, and then the inbound delivery and unloading and put away. So this is the, decentralized, okay. So what you do is you create a purchase. You want some the parts into your warehouse. So what you do is you create a purchase order. You transfer that purchase order to the vendor. Vendor will send the goods. You want to take that goods. Okay. So in AWM decentralized, what will happen? You are going to create the purchase order and inbound delivery. Inbound delivery is nothing but you receive that these things. You receive it, and then what you are going to do? You are just storing those parts in your EWM system. So now that inbound delivery is a reference document to take the stock into your warehouses. So how you do? The first document is notification. Notification is nothing but it's a replica of your inbound delivery of ECC, and inbound delivery will be getting created, and unloading will happen and put away. So put away, in a sense, there are some terminologies in EWM system. Okay, put away, goods issue, goods issue. So all these things, in the coming sessions, you are going to see that. So put away in a sense, finally you are storing the product in your warehouse, in the bin, correct? So that with that process, we'll call it as a put away process.
Okay.
Okay. So in the similar way, the decentralized, if you go for an embedded, notification will not be there. Okay. Directly the inbound delivery, unloading and put away will happen. So this is the one. So if you go for the outbound process also, the process starts with the ERP box. Okay. And then the process ends with your EWM box. Okay. So always these two systems, update should happen from one system to another system. Okay. So that is how the configuration is built. In the same way, it is here the outbound delivery request will be there. Outbound delivery order, pick packing will be done. In the similar way, what will happen is request. So duplication of data will be avoided in your EWM system. So that is the the differences between in terms of process perspective.
Okay.
So this is how the process is built. Okay. So now let us come to the course content. Okay, so here the courses will be a 45 hours of duration. So if you can collect this course content. Okay, so what are the topics that we are going to cover here is goods receipt processes, and that goods receipt simple inbound process and complex inbound process, storage control. So there are strategies are there which we are going to cover in this POSC, LOSC processes, and coming to the outbound processes, complex outbound, simple outbound, batch management, wave processing, risk management. So all these things, whatever the business related issues are there, business processes are using, I'm going to cover all those areas here. Yard management, physical inventory, slotting, cross-docking, post-processing. So all these 16 to 17 chapters are very, very important in the real time. So those things I'm going to cover in our EWM courses. So probably 45 hours of duration, either weekdays or weekends. You can check with our coordinator Ajay on this. And if you have any issues on this thing, you can always approach to him. Exactly. Always the recordings will be shared to you, and in front of you guys, I will do the configuration and system execution also.
Okay. As per my understanding, I should get some information before get into this.
That's not a basic information is good enough to move it, Shankar. I can say that. Okay, I think you can easily understand the process now. No need to worry on that. Yeah, before proceeding into EWM, okay, 1 or 2 classes are basic classes, no MM class. I can give you the documentation of MM sets. You can understand that. It won't be any problem for you.
So the persons like me, this will be provided for basic information to understand the process.
Yeah, sure. When I explain it, no. So I will not go. I will not go as an experienced guy. I will go as a layman for initial classes. Okay, at least 3 to 4 classes, so that you are familiar with your terminologies and all the things.
Okay, as a fresher, how do you suggest if I start my career with a fresher?
But where do you give this experience? Do you have anything like that?
This is my company is like it's a very MNC here. SAP is also available, but I don't have a chance to work on that.
So there
I
you
know
put.
the interface. I think I've seen the interface, but don't have much knowledge in this.
Okay, fine. Well, that's not a problem. What I feel is because people are coming and joining and they're getting the job. That's not a problem. But you need to have some, work hard from your end compared to the other person who is there experienced. You need to work a little bit harder than the other. That's all I can say.
In terms of practicing,
Yes, sir.
should definitely.
Okay, so that's all
Anything
from my end.
more? That's
No,
no issue.
nothing.
Just please provide the coach details.
Yeah,
Anything else you want to suggest? Please do suggest me.
no, that's okay. That's what I'm saying. Always Ajay is also a right person to guide you, and what I am saying is it's a right decision, I can say you, because right now this is very good compared to other ERPs. But what I'm trying to say is you need to put some more efforts than the others. You need to work hard. That is the only difference.
Okay, definitely I will.
That is the only major difference. Okay, then see
Okay.
you. Okay, bye. See you.
Hey, how good is this from certification perspective?
Uh, Certification perspective, I will share you the certification books also here, okay, and few dumps here, but almost 80% of the courses, certification comes to the theory part, right? So most probably I'm going to cover all the scenarios which are there in the certification. So you need to read those theory books. So probably you can clear the certification also after completion of the course.
Okay.
That's sure.
Okay, so how the batches happens, like you have like 10 students per batch, or if it is a
No,
weekend class, or how the
no.
course
Hello.
goes?
That depends. The maximum it will be not 10 members. We're not going to take that much volume of the team. So it's around 4 to 5 members will be one batch. Will not take that much more volume. Okay. Uh, Maximum 4 members to 5. That's it.
Okay, so the course fees and all will be discussed with another person, because I have been working in SAP for like 12 years, so in the
Oh.
MMWMS daily space. So
Uh-huh.
I'm solely looking for some courses to do my EWM certification.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can get the material also from friends, but uh, you know, um, I cannot go sit and study like that, so I just need some push.
That's true. That's true.
Uh,
You can
yeah, so
complete
that's
that
what I'm
theory
looking
part.
for.
That's true. You can study the theory part, but practically you need to know what is exactly happening. Okay. So you need to understand the scenarios also. There is a lot of scenarios in EWM. Okay. By reading itself, you cannot able to catch that. You need to work on the system also. That is my ideal mind.
Okay, so you do have some exercises as a part of this course
Yes.
for
Yes.
each
Yes.
concept. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
So which location you belong from also? Okay. Or what?
I'm in US.
Oh, you are in here.
Yeah.
Okay, rest all the things you can collect the information from our Ajay. Okay, if you have any questions, any concerns, trainings and all the things, it's a straight process only. The recordings will be shared to you and everything on the same day, and nothing will be hidden from you. Configuration I will show you, everything I will show you. That's all from my end. Shankar, don't worry on that, these things. You decide it and you join it. So I will take up you the initial phase of that. Not an issue.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And one more last question, Ji. I heard the one word about it, dumps. I've seen so many, and I've joined in some groups. People are keep on asking that, do you have this dump? Do you have this dump? What is mean by dump?
Okay, okay, leave it that dump. There is nothing but, you will have some questionnaires in that to prepare for the
Okay,
exam. Okay.
okay, thank you, Ji.
Mm. Okay, then, Vasu, any questions from your end?
No, I think I'm good for now.
Okay, fine. We'll end up the session and please check with Ajay if you have any issues. Okay.
Yep,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. Bye.